Welcome to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. We are 2 out of 3 brothers watching movies through a rainbow lens. Hello, Brett. How are you?
Hello. That was my mad scientist voice.
Hello, my friends.
Hello, my friends.
I've got to work on that. I really want to be able to do a Criswell impersonation and a Criswell voice so that when I actually get around to writing project number 743, the radio serial that I want to produce through 2 out of 3 brothers,
Yep.
I'll be able to be the narrator.
Well,
My friends.
if you need the narrator to be Kermit the Frog, listeners
got
will
that.
realise that I've got that down, and
I
that's about
also
it.
do a really good lightning sound effect.
too.
You got
Not intentionally. All our
It's a
good
deep cut.
All our good impressions are unintentional.
And all our okay impressions are Michael Caine.
Do you know what is also unintentional?
What?
The consequences of many a mad scientist film.
Thank you. What is very intentional is that we're drinking another
hard rated.
hard rated.
they on
Still
special?
no hard rated orange.
I'm calling it. Who are these by? Pepsi? That's why.
No, the big one, CUB, which is also owned by Asahi.
Oh,
I'm sure
Jeez.
they're CUB.
But
Cheers.
but Solo is a Pepsi.
But don't Asahi own Pepsi?
I don't know. It's
Asahi
There's
Premium-
one of 3 people that owns it: Bezos, Musk, or Gates.
Asahi Premium Beverages,
Oh, there you go.
58 Queensbridge Street, South Bank, which is where the CUB office is.
Yep,
So I reckon it's an Australian only thing.
hard rated. I reckon it would be.
Anyone from the internationals, because 27% of our listeners are from the States.
But do they drink Solo in? I'm going to stop.
Is Solo a foreign drink?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I reckon they don't have lift.
No
because
one
it's
has lift.
lemonade. They don't have lemonade. They don't have like 7-Up. No, they have 7-Up.
They have 7-Up and they have Sprite. But Sprite
Sprite is lift.
is lemon lime flavour. It's not lemonade there.
Because lemonade is made of lemons. Where here it's white.
In America, it's
Yeah.
clear, not white.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's green, actually. the
This has
label.
nothing to do
No.
with our topic, but
Our topic for this month of August
yep.
is mad scientists. Criswell is mad and
He's not mad. He just tells the future. No, he
the
tells the
past.
past of what could happen or might have already happened.
because of these things that happened in the past, these things also happen in the future that I'm telling you about this story that already happened.
Yeah. Exactly that.
Future events such as these may affect you in the future.
Yeah.
Can you say that they didn't happen? That's one of my favorite lines. of his.
television.
Vitamins. My favorite line is vitamins, right? Because the Criswell family sold vitamins, and that's how he got rich enough to just fuck around on the radio, making
That's
psychic
great.
predictions. He is a mad scientist.
He's not a
and
mad scientist.
So is Dudley Manlove.
They're aliens, not well. They're island.
It's mad science.
But Criswell isn't a scientist.
Criswell's not a scientist.
He's
You're
an
right.
aura seer predictor.
Oh, an aura farmer. That's what the Gen Alphas say. Whenever they do something good, they're like, just let me farm this aura.
Oh my fuck.
Yep.
God.
There's no scientists
Anyway.
on your T-shirt.
Well, in the 1500s in Salem, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Before science was a thing,
Yep.
people were called witches.
Okay. And
So-
burnt,
And they were burnt alive.
except for those 3 that survived because a cat lit a candle.
A virgin.
Thackeray Binks.
What took thee so long? Now I want to watch Hocus Pocus again.
After this, we're doing a marathon. Plan 9.
We're gonna start
into
with
Hocus
this movie.
Pocus. No. Let the right one in.
Jesus.
It's a vampire
And I
movie.
was so close to picking the
So
Lion
close
King.
to the Lion King.
I nearly clicked The Hobbit. Ugh.
Oh, you were also very close to Les Mis with Russell Crowe.
So, Mad Scientist,
Scientist
movies. We are
movies.
doing this for this month
For
because
what reason?
it is the 50th anniversary
Yes.
of this small cult film called Rocky Horror Picture Show. Not sure if you've heard of it.
The UK release of
Yes.
the Rocky Horror Picture Show. If you haven't heard of it,
What the fuck?
why did you click this podcast?
Stop listening now. Go and watch it. Come back in an hour and 57 minutes. I don't know. It's probably not that long.
Well, you need 15 minutes after to decompress.
Yep. Yep.
It is a classic, and it does have a mad scientist in it, Dr.
Yes.
Frank N. Furter. So it's the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yep.
based on the stage musical The Rocky Horror Show,
I
both by Richard O'Brien.
yes, very camp
Queer icon in
Queer.
himself.
Star of Spice World.
Yes. Richard
So
O'Brien from Spice World.
that is our queer pick of the month.
Tim Curry from Home Alone Lost in New York.
Yes,
Susan Sarandon.
from
Sons and Daughters. That's the Australian version. Brothers and Sisters. She was in that? No, that was Sally
she was
Field.
not.
Susan Sarandon from Tim Robbins' wife.
Tim Robbins' wife, Susan Sarandon.
Barry Bostwick from Spin City.
Yep.
And
that's about it.
Meatloaf from Fight Club.
Meatloaf from Fright Club.
Yep.
Great. We've ticked all that off. Anybody else don't know what they've done? Apologies, Patricia Quinn.
Well,
So that's our
Patricia Quinn from Rocky Horror.
yeah. So that's our queer
That's our
pick
queer
of the month.
pick because it's queer in all sorts of ways. And we won't talk about that too much more now. But we are going to choose a non-queer.
Mad scientist movie.
Mad scientist
featuring
movie.
a mad scientist.
Movie featuring a mad scientist. We'll rule out Plan 9 then.
Because it's more about an alien invasion than
It's not
mad
centered
science.
around the mad scientist.
And even though
Yep.
the human race is stupid, that we will rule it out. Apologies. This is not your excuse to watch Plan 9 this year.
It is can it be my excuse to watch Back to the Future?
Well, he's a scientist.
We did
and
talk
he's a
about
bit
that last week
mad.
with Cortex because I was wearing my Doc Brown Great Scott t-shirt.
Yep.
He is a mad scientist. He even has a truck that says Dr. Emmett L. Brown Scientific Services on it.
Well, there you go.
So he's definitely a scientist.
What's
And
the L stand for?
Lucius. I don't know.
Okay.
Should I go and get the book?
No, that's fine. I was just testing your knowledge.
I'm not sure if it's ever said. Okay, I'll go and watch the trilogy
It's probably
again.
for like Leonardo.
Yeah, could be.
Don't know.
If he named himself, if he had a third dog, it would have been something
yes.
like Leonardo after
Indiana.
Da Vinci.
Yep. So
So-
I think Back to the
Yes.
Future definitely
Because
fits.
he has and this is one of the tropes, a bit of a mad scienty look.
He's got the hair.
He's got the hair and he's got the lab coat.
Yep.
Can you be a mad scientist if you're not wearing a lab coat?
You can.
Okay. Name one.
Frank N. Furter doesn't wear a lab coat.
Yeah, he does.
No, it's that green thing with the gloves.
Oh, that's true. But is that a lab coat? The
It's
green
more
coat?
medical, like doctor wear, than a lab coat.
Okay, so Doctor Wear or lab coat. We talked with Cortex about Dr. Evil. What do we think?
Evil genius.
Not scientist.
Well, no,
doesn't-
because he just wants to take over the world and he doesn't do it in scientific ways.
No, but he do-
except for getting sharks with laser beams attached to their
But
heads.
he does have the huge laser, the Alan Parsons project.
The Alan Parsons project and Preparation H.
And Preparation H.
Yep.
But I don't think he does the science.
No, that's more. He has a scientist that works for him.
Yeah.
I don't
okay.
think we meet that scientist because it's
We
not
don't
number
ever meet
2
that
or Frau
scientist.
Fabisner.
I think she passed away recently.
Oh.
Yeah, Vale. I hope. But I should have fact checked that before I released this episode.
I should watch Goldmember again.
Okay, should we go all the way back?
Look, so last month for Meeting the Parents, we did what some podcast reviewers called a seminal classic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm still not 100% sure what that means, and I'm pretty sure I said it.
It doesn't have anything to do with semen.
Some of these movies do. So is there a seminal classic of mad scientism?
There is, and it is Frankenstein,
It is Frankenstein.
which literaturely
Mm-hmm.
is the invention of the science fiction genre
Great.
of modern English literature.
Uh-huh.
Because Mary Shelley, when she was 19,
Well, she is
Wrote
a bit
Frankenstein.
mad herself. I think.
overachiever. They all were back then. They were all on drugs.
Well, they
Not that
survived
writers
the
aren't these
plague.
days.
That timing might be wrong. She's like, well, Jack the Ripper's not around,
not
so
the Black
now I've
Plague.
got a life to live.
I'm going to look it up. Mary Shelley, right?
I also don't know exactly when the Black Plague is.
It wasn't. It wasn't in the early 1800s, which is when Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein. She was born in 1797.
Wow.
And she died in 1851. So
Did she die of the Black Plague?
she did not die of the Black Plague. Elle Fanning played Mary Shelley in a movie called Mary Shelley.
Oh, there you go. We might have to watch it.
And for some reason, Google thinks when I
watching
when I Google people, I want to know if they're gay or not because it's obviously seen my history.
And Mary Shelley was not.
Was Mary Shelley LGBTQ? People also ask.
That's good. That's very inclusive of them.
Shelley's admission that she turned to women for sexual gratification shows that to her and many like her, sexuality did not fit the binary boundaries we have projected onto those in the past.
Well, who wrote that?
The Guardian.
Okay. The Guardian AI. So, yes,
So Mary Shelley
Frankenstein, she wrote it in 1800s.
wrote the novel,
Yep.
the Gothic novel Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus in 1818, which is
Okay.
considered an early example of science fiction that was written by a man. It was the first real popular big novel of the science fiction genre.
I don't think I realized it was that old.
Yeah, because there's been a movie every 15 years since 1931. When Universal Pictures made the first Frankenstein movie, when they made their monster movies. They made the
bolts
first
in its head.
Dracula. They made
Yeah.
the first Frankenstein. They made a werewolfy one. They made the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yep.
I've got all of those somewhere. Here.
It's literally right behind your head.
Oh, yeah. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Invisible Man, the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolf Man, the Phantom of the Opera, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. So it was
Is he a
part
mad
of all of that.
scientist? No, he's an opera singer.
He's an organist, isn't he?
And so then Frankenstein's monster got married. Or
Yes.
did the doctor, because Frankenstein is famously the doctor,
doctor.
not the monster.
Yes. So he is the mad scientist
Dr. Frankenstein.
who wanted to, like Frank Enfurter, I wonder where
Make
they
him
got
a
the name
man.
from, make him a man, and he did, but then the man went mad because he was lonely and a bit of a freak because he was made together with bits and pieces of body parts.
Trope number one.
So then Dr. Frankenstein made him a bride
Make
that
you
looks a lot like Mrs. Munster from the Munsters.
A lot of plagiarism going on. I actually remind me of plagiarism when we get to one of the movies I watched recently. That's
So-
in this category.
Frankenstein goes all the way back to 1931.
Yep.
There have been others,
Yep.
and there have been,
And there's going to be more.
and there's going to be more, and there is inspiration that is drawn from that depiction of Frankenstein, Herman Munster being one of them. And it is the iconic look of the squarish head and the bolts in the neck
Wasn't Herman Munster a
and
Dracula?
the stitches. No,
Oh, no, that was like the grandpa.
Grandpa's a
And Eddie
Dracula.
Munster.
Yes.
Is there a girl Munster?
Wednesday. No.
Well,
There was a girl, yes, there was a girl Munster. And Mrs. Munster, who I can't remember the name of.
Lily.
Lily, yeah, well done.
Yep.
Looks like the Bride of Frankenstein, which is again
What our
an
niece was
iconic
named after.
look. So there are a couple of seminal classics. They have the tropes, as you said, of trying to make a person.
I think the overarching trope of mad scientism that
Is now a
that's
word.
the religion of it of mad scientism is that the experiment goes wrong.
Well,
And not just like, oh, I burnt myself in a Bunsen burner. No, people die.
yes, that is definitely one of the big tropes.
Either And a lot of the time,
Yep.
it is the scientists themselves that dies.
Yes, quite often.
And now I've said a lot. I can think of one.
Well, Frank Enfurter.
Frank Enfurter. Does Dr. Frankenstein die? I haven't watched it.
Well, no, there's Bride of Frankenstein. He makes another.
Oh, that's a sequel.
Makes another quote monster creature. I don't know if they in the book they call it a monster, but they are often. So the mad scientist often has this thing of playing God,
Yep.
trying to take science to its absolute limits and see how far they can take it, and that the arrogance that goes with playing God often gets them a warning from people.
What are you doing? This is insane.
A warning such as, and here's another movie,
master?
and
That was
see
my
if you can
ego.
guess the movie.
All right.
They were too busy thinking about whether or not they could, they didn't stop to consider whether they should. That's the warning.
Is that the
this
tagline?
movie with the sad? It's an iconic line from an iconic
No.
character.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And the gays love this character because of the way he sits on a desk.
Now you've lost me.
Oh, the current sequel has little slutty little glasses in it.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, Jeff Goldblum, who lounges
Oh,
on the
was
desk.
he on a desk? I
Oh,
thought
I
he was
think
on a
so.
chaise lounge.
No. It's in the
Oh.
blacked out computer control room.
Yes.
He says they were too busy worried about thinking about whether they could. They didn't stop to consider whether
Knew
they
it was
should.
one that we'd reviewed.
And that's that warning, but the arrogance of I reckon I can do it is what leads them to go anyway, and it leads to a guy getting eaten out of a toilet by a T-Rex. Or it leads to your creation killing villagers and getting lynched in your castle.
Or it goes to now you have to watch a movie with Bryce Dallas Howard in it.
Oh no.
So
I don't. I'm going to watch Jurassic Park 1, 2 and 3. Then Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey.
I've only watched one.
I saw a little bit of 2 the other day as I was flicking through channels because I decided to do that a little bit randomly.
Okay.
And they went to CGI instead of kind of the more animatronic thing that they did in the first Jurassic Park. Julianne Moore's in it, which I forgot,
Yes.
and Vince Vaughn. And it just looks bad. And Pete Postlethwaite
Anyway.
from Brastoff.
So are we putting Jurassic Park in a mad scientist?
Jurassic Park, I am putting in a mad scientist.
Well,
because,
yes.
yeah.
He's a bit mad.
Well,
David Attenborough, he's a bit mad.
not David, Richard.
I know.
Richard Attenborough is a bit mad, but he's not the scientist, but he funds the scientists. So, he's
okay.
So there is
Who's
mad.
the scientist? B.D. Wong
Yeah, B.D. Wong.
and Wayne Knight?
No, he's a computer engineer,
Oh.
which I guess there's computer science.
Okay. Should we name another trope. What's another trope?
All right, another trope is
And we have to think of a movie that fits a trope.
okay. So
Actually, there's a lot more where people they were warned. Who was warned? Everybody gets warned. I reckon in every mad scientist movie, they get warned. Actually,
Yep.
I don't know if Dr. Emmett Brown got warned. He tried to warn Marty about his kids.
your kids, Marty, something's got to be done about your kids.
Yeah, and then we won't quote Family Guy.
Marty also says, does warn him about it being nuclear, and does warn him
Yes.
about taking the plutonium from the Libyans.
Well, yep. Okay.
But you're right. I don't think that has the they were warned trope in there.
I watched a movie. We went on the socials and
Yes.
asked people what they think. I watched a movie that apparently a lot of people said was good, including people on IMDb and Google.
Okay.
I watched Reanimator because a lot of people mentioned it
Yep.
and I'd never seen it.
I've never
Or
heard of it.
It is the most B grade of B grade.
Great.
And it's so 80s. And
Tell us about it.
so basically, the mad scientist invents a serum, if you will,
Oh,
that looks
okay.
strangely like the same color as the substance. But everything is, fluoro green in science.
Or blue.
Yep. And then he thinks he used this to bring people back to life.
Does it work?
Nope. And he was warned it didn't work. People died.
How did people die? Did somebody come back to life and then go crazy?
So the funniest bit was he kills someone.
Yep.
The main mad scientist. Then there's the man whose idea it is, and then the guy that's along for the ride because he's in too deep and he can't get out now.
Yep.
And he, well, not so much, but
Riff raff.
So he kills someone by chopping their head off with a shovel.
Okay.
And then he goes, what if I bring the head back to life?
Oh.
Right? So it brings
Futurama style.
the head back to life. And also Futurama style, there's a
Disembodied head.
disembodied. No, and there's a body with no head. What do you call
Decapitated.
that? Just a body.
Decapitated body.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
A body with no head.
I thought it might have its own thing. And
Headless body.
he also, without knowing, while he's looking at, oh my God, this head is alive, the body also comes alive and then bashes him up.
Oh.
It is hilarious because
Great.
then the head is ordering the body around.
Ah, like Hocus Pocus.
Yes. So it was actually funny. I can
Yep.
see why it's got a following.
Yeah,
It's
right.
very 80s B-grade horror.
Shane and I watched Final Destination 1 the other day.
Is that mad science?
No,
Okay.
but I was saying that I love how B grade is horror is the only genre where we love and accept B grade movies.
Sci-fi for a bit.
Like if you make, I guess, if you made a B grade action movie, like if you made Iron Man or something along those lines with average effects, a few dodgy lines here and there, and some funny ways that people blow shit up.
So like a Steven Seagal movie.
You'd be like, ooh, duh. 80s, I think we accepted a lot more B grade than we do these days.
Yep.
But if you made a B grade movie in any genre other than horror these days, people will be like, well, that's shit. But Final Destination 5, which we're not up to yet, is I'm sure B grade, just as B grade as 1 through 4. And people are like, yeah, this is great.
So this Reanimator one ticks a lot of tropes.
Okay, so it's got the warning.
was
Got the warning. It's got the playing God trying
Playing
to
God,
bring
trying
back
to
to
think-
life is
Yep.
a big mad scientist thing.
Yep.
Does it have, because this is one that is a bit Frankenstein and a bit Back to the Future, that they kind of lock themselves away and lose everything almost in pursuit of their singular scientific goal?
Well, a little bit, but not so much.
Okay. Frankenstein has that.
Well, he's a weirdo loser with no friends.
But is that
because of the science, or is that just because he's autistic? I don't know.
mad scientism, as you
Mad
said?
scientism.
Dr. Emmett
yeah.
Brown says it's cost taken me 30 years and almost my entire family fortune. So that's isolation and kind of spending everything to do it. I think Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde,
Yep.
which has come up a bit on the list of mad scientist movies, has a bit of that as well. It certainly has a warning.
Yes, I think it does.
And
I haven't actually seen any version of that. And there's probably about 8 of them as well.
there is quite a lot of them.
And they
You're
were all
right.
made in like a 10-year span.
There's some comedy ones as well that people have mentioned on the list. I want to talk about The Nutty Professor because I did
which
get
one?
that confused last week
Okay.
between that and The Absent-Minded Professor because we also
Okay.
talked about Flubber.
Ah, Flubber, yes.
So I actually should have done some research. I can't remember what The Nutty Professor's about.
So Eddie Murphy is a professor
Yes.
and he's fat.
Yeah,
So that's hilarious.
of course.
Right.
And he also plays his fat mum and his fat dad,
Dad and his fat
brother and
brother
sister.
or something and his mum. and his grandpa or something like. Anyway, he
Yep.
plays his fat family, and he's dating Janet Jackson.
Okay.
No, he's not yet because he's fat, and
He's
when you're fat,
working
you
with
can't date people.
Janet Jackson.
So he has the drug that makes him skinny.
Oh, Ozempic.
Yeah,
Is it also blue or fluoro green?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
So
They do say about science fiction that science fact does catch up.
well.
So maybe we have now with the Ozempic.
I think it takes a bit longer than
2 hours of this movie.
the 20-minute sequence where
The
he
one
loses weight.
montage.
He's like, I'm thin. That was awful. Oh my god.
Because that didn't sound anything like Jerry Lewis.
I'm making waffles. And then he's thin, and then something goes wrong.
So
and
is
he
that
makes fun
mad
of
science?
Dave Chappelle. I think so, because the other trope is kind of you use it on yourself some of the times.
Oh, you test it
Dr.
on
Jekyll,
yourself
Mr.
first.
Hyde.
Yep.
Nutty Professor.
The Fly.
The Fly.
That is mad science. And also Jeff Goldblum.
There you go.
But that's an accident.
Okay.
So I think
Hollow Man.
what goes with the trope of try it on yourself is the trope of unforeseen accident.
Yes, you either try
Like
it
the
on
Fly,
yourself.
he teleported himself with the fly.
Yeah, so you either like try it on yourself because like I made this, I know it works, so
Yeah.
I'm going to make myself invisible whilst naked, like Kevin Bacon,
Yep.
in Hollow Man. Or there's
If I
just,
was invisible,
oh,
I wouldn't wear clothes.
No, because you could see the clothes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If I'm taught anything about being invisible, if you just go invisible, your clothes stay on.
Well, that's
like
the
you
same
still
with
see
the
the clothes.
Invisible Man.
There you go.
That's why when he's out, he wears bandages around his face so people think he has a face.
Yeah. Wear a mask. And
Okay, so
yes,
Hollow
try it on
Man is in
yourself.
there.
It's just you've just got a huge ego.
Ego is definitely a trope.
Hubris, as the literarians say.
Oh, that's true.
I read
Flubber.
about that once in year 11. Flubber, definitely egotistical. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
It always fucks up your personal life.
He's not got the hubris.
No, he's not mad. He's just like clumsy and dim-witted.
But he does sacrifice a lot for this one
Yeah.
experiment.
He's more absent-minded.
He is more absent-minded than mad, as we talked about last week. And professors can be scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Another trope that came up in our research was that the labs are often full of weird shit,
Like machines that
some
go
of
bing
which
and-
don't really seem to relate to the actual experiment that's going on.
I like the in Plan 9, the machine that makes Solomonite.
Yeah,
Oh, no, but that's the whole plan.
that's the whole point.
I just wanted to say Solomonite.
Or like in Flubber,
Okay, can we stop? I need to watch it.
he's got all of this shit going on,
Yeah.
but then he's also got like
that
this
floaty thing.
other invention. They have other inventions that do or don't work depending on their madness.
You know who's a man? Nope, he's an inventor. I was going to say the dad from
Chitty
Gremlins.
chitty bang bang. Oh, he's not inventor. He's an inventor because he makes that weird bathroom all in one thing.
Yeah. So Back to the Future, he's got the thing that serves you breakfast or feeds the dog. The thing that feeds the dog.
Yep. So scientists also, they'll often have through the course of whatever, proven and unproven experiments. So Doc Brown has the automatic feeder,
Yep.
the thing that turns the TV on,
Yep.
but then he has the amp that doesn't quite work. But also when you go back to the 50s, he has the mind reading thing that doesn't work.
Yes.
So it's showing that they're trying a whole bunch of weird things, but this is their one thing.
That's their life's opus.
One thing.
It's one thing.
One thing. Curly is not a scientist from City Slickers 2 Back from the Dead.
Isn't that from something else?
I'm sure it
Love Actually.
makes me think,
I see the kid going,
yeah.
you know, the kid that's almost the same age as Keira Knightley.
Yes.
That
Isn't
one.
that like one chance?
I don't know.
Or she's the one? But the one thing is Curly from City
Yes.
Slickers 2 Curly's Gold.
Yep.
The Legend of Curly's Gold?
The Legend of Curly's Gold. Anyway, no scientists in that.
What about assistants? Are they always tropey?
I don't know if they're always tropey. So Rocky Horror, obviously riffraff.
Riff Raff is a rip-off, sorry, Richard,
He's a handyman.
of Igor. He's not a handyman.
Igor.
He's presenting as a handyman when really he's the assistant.
Lee, I don't mean to tell you this, but Rocky Horror is
Yeah.
a rip-off of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So you
but
don't need to apologise to Richard O'Brien.
Rip-off still feels like a strong term. Homage.
It's a satire.
Satire / homage. But he's not a handyman. Frank just
Handyman.
calls him a handyman because these are members of the public.
Handyman.
He's definitely
Yeah.
assistant. He's the one that
Yes.
does the wheel and
So obviously
turns on the magnet that
yeah.
makes Dr. Scott's. Yeah, anyway,
the big thing obviously is
that they're German.
Igor.
Oh, yes, Igor.
So Igor's the seminal classic of
The seminal
mad scientist assistant.
mad scientist assistant.
And then in Flubber, it is that machine thing that floats around.
Yeah. Which
That's his like Google Home.
they do have always an assistant. For
Yep.
some reason, for Doc Brown, it's a 16-year-old boy. Not going to get into it because I love the movie too much.
Let's not. Yep.
In Flubber, it's the floating orb.
Yep.
It's Alexa, right?
Your Alexa. Yeah.
In Wall-E form.
Yep.
And then we've got other ones like Riff Raff
Like
and
in-
Igor.
Despicable Me, it's Minions.
Despicable Me, it's all the minions. He can be a mad scientist. It's number 2 or Frau Farbissner for Dr. Evil.
Yep.
It's also, I had one that just popped into my head, but then it disappeared. Did they have one in the, well, you said in the Reanimator, they had the guy who's just along for the ride.
Well, he wasn't so much an assistant, more an accomplice
Oh, okay.
because they moved in together, not gay, because you see a lot of boob.
And they were roommates.
And they
'cause it's
were
the 80s.
roommates. And then he kills the girl's cat and tries to bring her back to life. Anyway, yes.
One that the floating Alexa made me think of is Iron Man came up in the research.
Okay,
It's
and
a bit of a
Gwyneth Paltrow is the assistant.
Well, no, he has Jarvis.
Oh, Jude Law.
Yes,
Paul
who
Bettany?
then became Paul Bettany in Vision. And now he has,
Oh.
then he had Friday, which is a thing of My Girl Friday.
Yep.
And then he had another one, Edith. They all stand for something except for Friday. Edith, who Stevie from Schitt's Creek is voicing Edith in a new animated Marvel series.
Dr. Doom.
No, I think in an animated series that's only going to be on
Okay.
Disney Plus.
Interesting.
So I don't think the Iron Man came up as a suggestion in our research, but I don't think it fits.
He's a scientist.
Is he, or is he just rich?
Well, he does the science.
Yeah, that's true. He does make the shit.
It's not like Batman. Did
No,
he make the shit?
not in Nolan's. Lucius Fox did.
That's right.
But in the 1960s, he did.
And like George Clooney didn't have a scientist. He was an emergency doctor. He was an emergency pediatrician, so he didn't need a scientist.
No, that's true.
He
Okay.
was in ER. That was an ER reference for
Yeah,
the listeners will have got that straight away.
I got it straight away.
Good.
There was one that popped into my head of like Flatliners. Have you heard of that movie?
I have heard of it. Is
Yeah.
that with Gina Davis? Or is she in The Fly?
She's in The Fly. It's Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon,
That's it.
and 2 other people just before they got big.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're 4 medical students who want to see what happens life after death. And so they kill each other and then bring each other just back to life. Is that mad science?
Yes, because they're
it's
playing God.
It's bringing people to life. It's playing God. It's arrogance and shit goes wrong.
And they do it on themselves.
And they test it on themselves. Okay.
Something just popped into my head and now it's gone.
Oh, sorry. One I really
Hopefully
like.
it pops back in because I think it was maybe a good one.
One that I really liked that came up in the research as well was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Nice.
Because that is it's not a test on yourself because he shrunk the kids. He tested it accidentally on the kids.
And then I blew up the kids, but not in an explosion way.
Yep.
There was a couple of sequels, wasn't there?
Yep. Honey, I Blew Up the Kids and Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves.
Oh, that doesn't work.
No, and then Rick Moranis retired from acting. I'm not saying those two things are correlated.
No.
Because they're not. Actually, he
No.
went to be a stay-at-home father.
I was going to say, wasn't it like a sick kid or
Yep.
something? And I wonder, no, I'm not going to make a joke.
Ghostbusters.
I was thinking something along the lines of that.
Because it's experimental science. Like that's another trope. It's not true science.
That's not mad scientism for me.
Well, they don't follow any kind of scientific method, really. They don't test, theorize. They just like buy a hearse and a fire station and go, yeah, we can catch ghosts.
They don't use it on themselves. They have an assistant.
They do have an assistant, Chris Hemsworth.
Things go wrong, but not because of that. They're already wrong. Like they don't release Zool into the world
Yeah.
to inhabit Sigourney Weaver.
No, but doesn't the mayor, the man with no dick, have...
I don't remember that
That's
bit.
Bill Murray's line. Doesn't he say, or in that meeting with them, someone says, because I'm catching the ghosts, more ghosts are coming and getting angry?
Oh.
Or is that Ghostbusters Afterlife I'm thinking of?
Maybe because
Or the
that
woman's
sounds
Ghostbusters.
stupid. I thought Ghostbusters 1 was just there is a ghost and they ain't scared of no ghost. And so they got called because who else are you going to call?
That's true, because literally there are no other Ghostbusters or catchers in Manhattan.
Yeah, I think in the Yellow Pages they're first under ghost
only.
busting.
Yeah. I was going to suggest another Catching Ghosts movie, but we're not
it was
on
just
that.
that green thing and Zool and the Poppin' Fresh.
Well,
Pillsbury Doughboy or whatever it was.
I think, yes.
Wait, I'm getting the two mixed together,
no,
aren't
that's
I?
all in one.
What the fuck happens in 2?
I don't know. And I actually couldn't tell you what happens in the woman's one either.
That's because nobody watched it, Lee. Sorry.
I did watch it. It's a good cast.
Sorry.
And Chris Hemsworth was in it and he sung.
Ew,
Yeah.
that's odd.
All right. Other
I'm
mad...
really annoyed that it popped into my head and then it went away because I thought it was going to be good.
All right. Another couple. All right. Let's go into comedies. One before I mention these couple of comedy ones that people mentioned on the socials and came up in our research. Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah.
Or what's the full title? Doctor
Doctor
Strangelove.
Strangelove,
How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. I don't know the movie.
I watched it once, but I don't remember it being about a mad scientist. I thought it was just like he was a doctor and it was something to do with war. Famous line, you can't fight in here, it's the war room.
So
I thought it was... And
the Google AI Précis says, the titular Doctor Strangelove is a satirical take on Cold War scientists. I don't think it's mad.
no...
I think it's a satire of the Cold War, told from the perspective of a scientist rather than the perspective of a soldier. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all like scientists trying to solve the war.
So I'm counting that one out.
Maybe it's Imitation Game. Is that mad science? They don't
No,
use
'cause
it
that
on
was-
themselves and they...
But it was also proven science that he was
That's
actually
true.
being able to apply.
That's true.
And it's also gay.
Tis. We should do that at some point.
One that...
Maybe a topic for a future month could be like World War II movies.
Oh, that's true.
Because there's not many. We need something more specific.
Yeah, we need something that's going to... A little bit broader that might actually include more than 2 movies. Because World War II movies, like...
I mean,
there's
they
only
never-
one
they-
every
because
2 years.
Everybody's like, no, we can't. This is really insensitive if we made movies about this.
But also, this topic's really tapped out. There's like no other angle.
No.
Well, surely now that they've covered the male of World War II, there's no other
I saw
angle.
a trailer for that the other day again. What was it called?
The
88,
666?
888,
10 888 or something. I
something
don't know.
like that. And God, it's still, the trailer just looked not good. And I saw a scene of Kerry Washington just talking the exact same way she spoke in the trailer in this movie on TikTok. And I'm like, oh my God. Anyway.
So surely we've done the male. We're tapped out of World War II movies.
I don't know enough about Planet of the Apes. Yes, I know Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
James Franco.
Yep. I'm going to put that in there.
Yes.
He doesn't try it on his...
Not
oh,
Planet,
nope, he
not
tries it
Planet
on
of
his dad.
the Apes.
Dawn of the Planet of
Dawn
the
of
Apes.
the Planet of the Apes, the first James Franco. He does experimental science, yes.
Yes. And then he uses it on
The
his
ape
dad.
and then his dad and takes the ape home. That's a test on himself
Yeah.
because he takes it home.
And there's consequences because of it, and people die.
Yep.
Like James Franco's career.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like Rick
almost-
Moranis, the two are linked.
Almost
but-
Charlton Heston 50 years earlier.
And then remember in the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes when Draco Malfoy's in it, and he says, "Get your hands off me, you damn idiot." I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I was in the cinema and I thought this movie's really good, and then that happened and I groaned and I went, no.
That's when prequels really struggled with doing fan service well.
I just thought of it.
Okay.
Inception.
He does test it on himself. He does isolate himself in pursuit of getting this right.
There's an assistant or five.
There's an assistant, yes.
Elliot
Joseph
Page
Gordon.
is the
well,
assistant?
No,
or
I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt is his Igor,
okay.
but Elliot Page is hired for one thing. Tom
And he
Hardy is hired
loses
for
his
one
personal
thing.
things, like Marion Cotillard, if she's alive or dead, or in his dreams, or asleep or awake. I can't remember.
We never know. When we also never know.
Really, maybe we should watch that.
We can't stay up that late.
Well, not tonight.
Well,
but
we're
this month.
already watching. Oh, this month. I don't know if it's not science based though. Gattaca.
Gattaca. I can't.
He tests on himself because
Yep.
no, not Jude
We're
Law.
just naming every movie
Ethan-
with a scientist in it.
Ethan Hawke. Well, this is the thing with tropes. If you pick enough tropes, see, neither of them are a scientist. So no, not Gattaca.
Okay. What about?
Rambo 2, First Blood. No,
And then I've looked at Die Hard. District 9.
no, Aliens.
Anyway, I think we've got plenty to choose from.
We have got plenty to choose from. There's a couple on the list that people suggested that we haven't got to yet. They're both comedies. One is The Man with Two Brains starring Steve Martin. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, I know it stars Steve Martin.
And I assume he moves his brain into another body.
Yep.
The other is Young Frankenstein.
Oh,
Gene
I've never
Wilder.
seen that.
I've seen it once
I
or
nearly
twice.
said Gene Hackman.
Gene Wilder.
Oh, he's dead.
There's a little, yeah, for a while.
Not Gene
and-
Wilder.
Oh,
I
Gene
just
Hackman.
remembered that he's dead.
Yeah, Gene Hackman
Sorry.
from Superman 2.
Oh, and it
Valet.
was sad. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Not like other deaths aren't, but you know what I mean. Anyway,
also
'cause of
not
the
long before that
circumstances.
we'd watched The Birdcage.
Yeah, so I thought my curse was back, but
And I spent my whole time in Japan because we
the
went to the
colours
cherry
of
blossom.
we're getting
the
off
colours,
topic again.
the greens, the pinks, the blues,
Foliage.
the foliage. Japan's cherry blossom majesty. Gene Hackman is not in Young Frankenstein. Gene Wilder is.
Gene Wilder is the
He's
other
a Mel
the
Brooks
third most
movie.
famous Gene.
Terry Garr from Tootsie.
Oh, she's good.
She's in it.
And Friends. Yep.
And that is just basically a comedy version of Frankenstein.
Yep.
And Peter Boyle, Ray Romano's dad,
Yeah, he's the monster
is in it. Yeah. Because I always remember that because,
who is also dead.
yeah.
He's
in
Igor.
an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, he goes to Halloween as Frankenstein. Yeah.
And to people who knew, that was funny.
He doesn't sing Putting on the Ritz, though.
Okay. Do they do that?
They do that in the
Okay,
movie.
great. Who's Igor? Danny DeVito?
No.
Too early.
Mel Brooks is in it. I think Mel Brooks is in it as the guy in town that drives the wagon, or am I thinking about Robin Hood Men in Tights?
You're thinking about the rabbi in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
He could be in a wagon in this one too. No, I want to say Dom DeLuise, but it's not him. But I feel like he's in
Madeline
it.
Kahn. Marty Feldman.
Yeah,
Is that what he really looks like? Or
I
is
think-
that just from
I think he looks a bit like that.
yeah.
From memory, Young Frankenstein is very funny.
He did a few Mel Brooks movies.
Yeah, He's one of those.
Oh,
he's
he's
one of
dead
his
as
guys.
well.
Yeah, well, this movie, Young Frankenstein, is from like,
It's like
the
50
mid
years old,
70s.
isn't it? Yeah. So,
Oh, has it got an anniversary? Just
I
trying
think
to
it
see
was
if we've
1971 off the top of
got
my
the
head.
year on the 1974.
Oh,
So it's 51 years old. See,
I'm thinking of Blazing Saddles.
Young Frankenstein and the Rocky Horror Picture Show feel like they're from completely different eras to me.
But they're also satirizing. What
They're
was that?
satirizing Frankenstein in two very different ways.
Yeah. So we shouldn't do both of them
I think that means we should do both of them. Or
because they're very comparable, but also not.
or in keeping with doing a seminal classic and another movie, do we go all the way back
Do we
to
go all the way back to Frankenstein
Frankenstein?
or Inception?
You really want to watch Inception?
You know why? Because I have to pay attention to it.
Yes,
And,
okay.
No, let's not do Inception because I'm going to watch that anyway. What about a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde business?
Oh, yeah. No, that's not one of those ones. So there are
We could do
also
Frankenstein.
lots of Frankenstein films, right? Just having a look now. There's Victor Frankenstein starring James McAvoy.
Nope.
There's there's Mary Shelley Frankenstein. There's I Frankenstein.
Like iRobot?
There's one called Frankenstein's Monsters Monster Frankenstein,
Bicentennial Man.
starring David Harbour.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. There's Frankenweenie.
No.
There's Mary Shelley. There's Van Helsing. That's not the same. There's Frankenhooker.
What?
Jeff Franken, an eccentric doctor, inadvertently kills his girlfriend with a lawnmower, but he decides to resurrect her using her head and the bodily parts of curvaceous prostitutes.
That sounds...
Here's the
Oh,
tagline.
no. Oh, God.
A terrifying tale of sluts and bolts.
We have to watch that. Not for this, but we have to watch that. You know who'd love that? Cortex.
His girlfriend's name is Elizabeth Shelley,
That's lazy.
and his name is Jeffrey Franken.
At least to call it Shelley Maryson.
That
Anyway.
sounds even worse.
I know.
There's Blackenstein.
I don't think we are allowed to watch that.
Like there was
Is that by
Blackula
Tyler
as well.
Perry?
There's also Son of Frankenstein with Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, and James Rathbone in it.
Okay.
So do we go all the way back to the original 1931 Frankenstein?
I don't know.
Do we go to Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein?
No.
Or do we do Young Frankenstein? Or do we do The Man with Two Brains? I'm not really in a Jeff Goldblum movie, so I'm going to count out The Fly.
Maybe we do, because I've never seen
Shrunk the Kids?
Young Frankenstein. To be honest, I've never seen the original Frankenstein. Do we do Young Frankenstein?
My husband also suggested Alien, but there's not a mad scientist in it. It's not about a scientist
wasn't
creating
mad at the
something.
start.
She was she's not a scientist.
She was just alone in space with her pussy.
Yeah.
Or is that the sequel?
No, there's a cat in the first one.
We'll watch that at a future one, and we'll watch
Okay.
Aliens, and then we'll do topics where the sequel's better than the original.
Ooh.
Because that's apparently true, even though I've not seen it.
Godfather Part 2.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. What other we're off track. So I
Shrek
think we're
2.
down to Back to the Future,
No,
Young Frankenstein,
maybe.
Jekyll and Hyde, because we haven't seen it. You're still saying Inception.
I think we do Rocky Horror.
Yes.
Let's lock that
That's
in.
locked in.
And Young Frankenstein.
I think they're good comparison.
Because if we're doing a gay and a not gay,
Yep.
then they are both satire. Why can I not say that word? They're both
Satires.
satires of Frankenstein.
Yep.
One's straight and one's gay. They're made at similar times. So they're a direct comparison, but will be very different stories. Like, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Peter Boyle in a gold, like, little hot pants.
No.
At least I hope not.
And I think from memory, there's a lot more of Terry Garr's cleavage than there is of Susan Sarandon's.
Does anybody
Although there's a fair
experiment
bit
with their sexuality?
Of Patricia Quinn's cleavage.
There is.
I'm not just going to talk about cleavage for 20 minutes of those episodes. I could.
You could. There's
I'm not
plenty of
going
it.
to, though.
All right, done. Rocky
Okay.
Horror and Young
Rocky Horror Picture
Frankenstein.
Show and Young Frankenstein. If there are any that you think we've missed, abuse us on the socials at Rainbow Popcorn Pod or in the Rainbow Popcorn Movie Club Facebook group.
Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, Dr. Dolittle, yeah.
Another Eddie Murphy movie.
That wasn't originally Eddie
Wait,
Murphy movie.
was it Eddie Murphy?
Speaking of Rex Harrison, the original Dr. Dolittle, is he a mad scientist in My Fair Lady?
No, he's a bored gay man.
Linguists are scientists.
There's a fine line between a mad scientist and a bored gay man.
And a bored gay man who makes a bet with his roommate.
Both might experiment in different ways.
Hey, thanks for listening to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. Let us know on the socials some other Mad Scientist movies that we might have missed. Watch Rocky Horror and Young Frankenstein for this month. We've got another interview coming up at the end of the month. Get to Pride of Our Footscray in the last Thursday of August and the first 2 Wednesdays of September.
Yep.
Queer and Brief.
Yep.
Pride's short film festival that we are co-hosting with Cortex. That's it.
That is it.
Young Frankenstein, Rocky Horror Picture Show
Done.
for the anniversary. Thank you, Brett.
Thank you, Lee. I'm off to watch Inception.